Well, we had a new playground surface put down for starters, and the ones that were down there already were completely worn out, so that you couldn't see them any longer, and then the children weren't really playing on them as much. I looked online first of all. So with the children, we'd looked at a couple of different websites and asked the children to look at the websites and choose the playground markings they wanted. So each class voted on their favourite playground marking, and the majority of children chose playground markings from your site. So that's where I made initial contact and just sort of asked for an initial quote, and then the children had requested a couple of extra things. So after the quote came back, I had a sort of initial email about different things, and was there anything else that I wanted. So I'd requested just some simple circles, and if that was possible, which came back and was really helpful. And then from that, I then had a phone call, which we then decided that when dates would be able to come in and have that initial survey. So. The quote was really competitive. It was actually probably the cheapest one that we looked at. So I had a couple of quotes from other places that were slightly more expensive. So quote was great in terms of that. And then in terms of looking at the plan, it was really clear because of the aerial photo that was taken. It wasn't just a random drawing. It was an actual photo of our school. So that was really good. It meant that we could actually show the children what things were actually going to go on the playground, and they could actually recognise the school. So I think the actual drawings, I mean, they came within the day of the quotes, the day of the survey, so I think that's pretty good. And for us, we were trying to move on a quite tight schedule because one, we wanted a nice little bargain that was coming through the Black Friday deal, but also that meant that we could actually move quickly because it came within the day, and then you can make the decisions that you need to make. Yeah, that was really easy. So we wanted to change a hopscotch to 100 square on one playground. That was really easy. That was done and fitted really easily into where we wanted it. And then we wanted to add a chessboard into another place. And again, that was really easy for someone to suggest where that went and just fitted onto the playground really nicely, really. They were brilliant, actually. They were really good. Yes, they worked hard. They worked solidly for the whole time they were there, right late into the night, really. I think they did most of the markings in the dark, but yeah, they were really accommodating in terms of calling off the playground so that we could still have access to the playground. So the children still managed to get out to play on both days they were here, with just a reduced amount of the playground, and taping it off or not using torches when the children, or within a safe distance of the children, but also accommodating parents so that we could have access to parents picking up children and things like that was really helpful. So actually they were a brilliant team. Well, it's already had a brilliant impact. It's only been down 2 days and the children have absolutely loved playing on the playground. Whereas before they would spend most of the time going, come with a ball, and just want to play football and basketball. Now they've got other things that they want to do. And whereas the low-level play equipment that we've got on the field was the main attraction after school for children to play on, at the moment it is the playground lines that they want to play on. And I've had loads of children come up to me at playtime yesterday just saying how excited they were, and we love the new playground lines and what their favourite bits are. In fact, we've had a year 6 that was so excited. He's written a report on a PowerPoint and included photos on it for the school website, and was particularly interested in the thermoplastic that the lines are made of, and the installation guys gave him a little sample to look at, and he was looking at it through a microscope, so he was particularly excited by the whole experience. It's already helping in PE lessons, so we've used them in PE lessons. I've got PE today. I can't wait to use them, actually. It means that we can actually teach netball properly, basketball properly. It's a surprising impact that you have trying to teach without any lines on your playground, just for simple things, just for lining up. You say go line on that line. If you haven't got anything to line up on, it's hard to sometimes manage your class, or just have you end up drawing things out or marking things out with cones, which adds on to time onto your PE lesson, that actually with a simple playground line you can make transition between activities really simple. But it also means that the other markers we put down, so we've got a target down, we can use that in our PE lessons without really trying to have to make one up. We've also got a king ball or a square ball line, which we can teach the children how to play that in a PE lesson, but then that will have a positive impact because they will know how to use the lines and play with them at playtime. And again, the same for the racetrack. The children, we can use this for warm-ups and all sorts of things in PE lessons, and they'll just, rather than standing around, waiting to do an activity or waiting to do something, they'll automatically just run up and down those lines. So they're moving far more than they would have been before, probably. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would. Yeah, but just because of its easy process, and the fact that the installation time will work around you, and that the fact that the children probably, they like the lines are really brightly coloured, the pictures are really good. So the children, if they just looked on two different websites, the children would probably pick Fun and Active over another website, which they did in our case. Yeah, they look exactly the same. In fact, it shows that the aerial pictures that we had in the plan, that's what the playground actually looks like. So it does exactly what it says, without looking at, the plan doesn't look completely different to what the actual installation looks like. The installation looks exactly the same, which is great.